Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Falcons are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a Niners offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Atlanta Falcons. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a second down throw for Cousins. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. This one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Cousins now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. It's Harper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the offense has it first and 10. Now Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Ten yards still left on second down. To throw is Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is DoritoMcChickenz's. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Navarro Bowman coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. First down throw for Cousins. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he hits his man, Matthews. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's Samuel caught left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
And that's the problem with putting a bigger personnel package in. A lot of times it makes it hard to find space. And now you're looking at 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd down and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First down. Here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and long for Cousins. Man complete, and he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Cousins again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down, Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That second down run, a big help. As 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Sanders. Oh, nice move. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mario Edwards able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Cousins now on second down. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Cousins on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Cousins to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Dolphins, they have extended their lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a handoff working right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Play clock winding down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he floated one out there incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sean Robinson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Cousins. This pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To the air again, it's Cousins. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. Steps away and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 5. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense on 3rd down, they've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.